Haim, you had mentioned on this show that there is a certain skill that is not a physical skill, that is.
Yep.
That isn't really represented in any sports around the world. Certainly not represented in the Olympics.
I noticed it first at the Olympic Games when one of the commentators called the track and field events the running, jumping, and throwing events. Yes. They said, Great Britain's traditionally been good at the throwing events, but not good at the jumping events. Yes. So sort of like the long jump and the high jump, but discus and hammer throw or whatever. And it occurred to me, I did a bit of research. Track and field, tests running, jumping, and throwing. Yeah. That's their skill. But that's just three ways to move.
And walking. And so then we started breaking down the subcategories. Yeah. Walking's in there.
Jogging's in there.
Jogging's certainly in there.
But you can't sprint the marathon.
No.
You can't walk it, though. You're not going to
win. Hopping's in there in the triple jump.
Kind of jumping, one-legged jumping.
Yeah. So that's in there.
Yeah.
And there was a glaringly obvious one that's being overlooked.
Well, there's a lot of moves that we do as human beings. I suppose if you go, what about tumbling? No, you've got gymnastics.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Well covered off.
What about flinching? You've got shooting.
Yeah. Well, you're not meant to flinch.
The other guys do, if you're not ready. Judges might.
But I suppose there's an element of flinching in other sports.
All right, what about winking? You've got archery. Most other body moves are covered throughout the Olympic Games, except for one. Sliding.
Sliding.
Especially if you're at home and you have floorboards.
As you and I both did in separate houses.
Parquetry.
Yeah.
We had.
Mine was a corked tile with a varnish
also
finish.
worked. Any high gloss finish to the floor in your house. The ability that you learn from a very young age of running as fast as you can in socks and sliding. Maybe in socks, maybe in tracky pants on your bum. No, whatever you have to do to get the maximum amount of distance down the hallway out of the family room. Sliding is a huge, huge part of growing up, and it's never tested.
I was fond of our arena at my house because the hallway was carpeted, and so you had
almost grip. The grip leading into the
grip leading into the slide was important, and so as soon as you hit that area, and look, as in our older years, we could get to the end of the kitchen quite comfortably, and then to my joy. Grade 6, Mum and Dad put in a small extension which made the cork tiles go an extra 3 metres, and a new challenge.
That's when you went pro.
Yeah.
Okay. You rise to the level of the arena you're given. We had a carpeted hallway.
Yep.
Then a sort of a metal bar because we had a sliding door.
Yep.
And then it turned into parquetry.
So you had to get over the bar.
Well, you could easily tell if someone foot faulted, and then we'd be able to slide through and quite easily turn the television on. We didn't have a remote on our TV, which is ours. Date that television was a highly bulbed screen, almost a complete half sphere.
Yes,
TV, and you had to press it on with a big physical button. But that was our event, and my brother and I certainly enjoyed doing that. And then as we got older and bigger, we'd careen into the TV. And we get severely hurt because it weighed about 1,000 kilograms, that television, and it never moved.
And it was probably very robust, unlike the TVs in here.
Unlike these weak flat screen things. But at the end of the day, I remember my brother did crack the TV once, and he worked for 6 years to pay it off, which is the right thing to do.
He didn't pay it back. Anyway, we've got to say, 13 10 60. Here's what we ask of the people show. Are you a good slider?
How good are you at sliding?
James, are you a great slider?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy, James.
Yeah, well, I'm a carpenter, and we do a lot of new floors and restorations of floors. And just before the clients generally take occupation, like there's basically brand new floorboards. Generally, like hallways are the best, but there's zero furniture in the houses, and occasionally we have to go back to tweak one or two things on a defect list, and it's just a playground for sliding.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Yeah, it's just a skeet shoot. So yeah, we generally. Well, when I say we, it's generally me, but I'm trying to just make it seem like I'm not the only guy that does it at
What's
work.
What's your preferred sliding method, James?
And do you have a special pair of socks or something that you'll take?
Oh yeah. Oh, you can't have your shoes on it, obviously, because otherwise it's just too much resistance.
Yep.
But yeah, no.
Are you up? So you're upright sliding, not on your knees. Upright sliding, probably Explorer socks.
I guess it's a bit of a half crouch, really, because you need to get the low center of gravity.
Love it. So it's like you're surfing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically.
James, so it's just you alone in these houses doing this?
Yeah, generally. I have had a client come in before, though, like as I was mid-slide once, and I had to kind of pretend that I just kind of slipped, but like you slipped like 4 meters across. It's like
this might be an odd question, James, but like if you could pick a song to be playing, if this was a film clip, or is there a song playing in your head while you're sliding, or is it just...
Probably the one from Risky Business where Tom Cruise is in his underwear, I reckon.
That's a good slide. He's an ambassador of sliding. Thank you, James. Ali, you think you're a pretty good slider?
I think I'm a professional slider.
Ooh, and this is what we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear the word professional.
We need this.
What makes you a professional slider, Ali?
Okay, so the way that my parents' house is set up is that you can actually slide from the front door to the back door.
Great.
Like,
hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Bye. You'd be like a lazy Susan. Just straight through the house, a whirlwind tour, and you're out.
Exactly right. So say it was Christmas and we got new socks, me and my brother, chuck them on, slide out and see how far we could get if we could get to the fence. It would usually take a jump, though, to the end. That
is incredible, Ali. Yeah, you're professional, and that's why you got to stick around. Well, we've got some news for you.
You grew up in the right training environment, Ali. This is sort of like, when you hear about kids who, in Russia, they're 3 years old and they're professional gymnasts already, you've grown up in the right environment. Yeah. If you go and look at hamishandy.com in the next couple of minutes, Ali, you'll see something that may very well appeal to you.
We'll go to Nat, though, first, and then we'll explain what we're talking about. Natalie, you think you're a professional slider?
Absolutely. It's not about the flooring as such, but more so what you're wearing.
Yep.
And as kids, my nonna always made us these knitted scapolinis. So they're like knitted socks.
Yeah.
And they can make you slide very far.
You can slide on gravel with those.
They're amazing. My cousin and I used to pretend we're on Disney on Ice, like ice skating on the tiles.
Because with the heavy knitted socks, obviously there's more of a sponge, but there's less surface area.
It traps the air in.
It traps the air in. Natalie, this is the kind of calls we wanted because, and maybe your family's got an advantage, because what we plan to do next week is have a professional sliding competition.
Yep. Okay, you need scapolinis.
Well, Nat, go to hamishandy.com. You enter. I want you to, we want to pick someone from every state in Australia.
Or your nonna can sponsor one of the teams and provide them with scapolinis.
You'll love it.
Because you could very well be coming to the tournament with a secret weapon. Because obviously it's being run by Annie and I, so we're going to be very low. There'll be low checks on performance-enhancing gear.
This is how it's going to work, everybody. Go to hamishandy.com now. We will fly people in from every state to a venue.
We'll pick a centre.
We will have a carpet run-up because that seems to be what you need to have. Certainly was in favour in my household.
Yep.
And we will measure the best slider.
Yep.
We'll make sure that people can come and watch. It'll be
a wonderful event.
It'll be an event. It'll be obviously maybe not even ticketed. We'll work all that out.
It won't be expensive.
It'll be a spectator event.
Yep.
And if you register, you can be flown in and take out the crown, and we'll try and work out some money for the winner.
We'll sort out some prizes. This could be it. This could be what you've been training for your whole childhood years and you didn't know it.
Haim, we discussed on Friday that the art of sliding, particularly as when you're growing up, mine was down the hallway, which was carpeted onto the cork tiles of the kitchen, in socks or on your knees in tracksuit pants. It's not recognised sliding by any major event, and we wanted to change that.
Kitchen sliding, hallway sliding, just lounge room sliding.
Yep.
Those are the slidings we want to focus on. Socks and tracky pants sliding.
Yep.
Not, just for this bit one last time, not the Winter Olympics type sliding. No. That's skating, it's whooshing, it's gliding, it's slicing, it's slipping. Yeah. It's not sliding.
Haim,
this is room temperature sliding.
When we asked, do you think you're a good slider? We put that call out to the people. Boy, did we get a response. James, are you a great slider?
Yeah, well, I'm a carpenter, and we do a lot of new floors and restorations of floors, and it's just a playground for sliding.
So it's just you alone in these houses doing this?
Yeah, generally. I have had a client come in before, though, like as I was mid-slide once, and I had to kind of pretend that I just kind of slipped.
Natalie, you think you're a professional slider?
It's not about the flooring as such, but more so what you're wearing.
Yep.
And as kids, my nonna always made us these knitted scapolinis. So they're like knitted socks.
Yeah.
And they can make you slide very far.
You can slide on gravel with those.
They're amazing.
People came out of the woodwork, Ham.
Huge. So many people put so much thought into it as well. And people have been registering over the weekend. And registration's still open at hamishandy.com to be part of our first ever National Sliding Championship.
We plan to fly people in from each state, And after hearing how many people were into it on Friday, we have a sponsor that's come forward, Ham, which is very, very exciting.
This is so perfect. Get ready for a perfect sponsor and prize combo. Drumstick, right? They've got milk bar flavours that have just come out. Flavours that'll take you back.
Yeah.
Right? So nostalgic milk bar flavours is the new Drumstick line of flavours.
So they saw the synergy. It made sense to them.
Hang on a sec. Sliding as a kid, take you back to the milk bar days. Great. Then they said, what do you guys want to put up as a prize? Do you want, should we just give a cash prize to the best slider? And we thought that would make sense. Although maybe to harness the milk bar vibe and the fact that this is a sport that you practice for as a kid all your life, but you don't know it yet. Maybe there's another option, Ando.
Absolutely. We also, the fact that the sponsors come in, gave us some money to pay a mid-level voiceover artist to put this together.
The first annual Professional Sliding Championships. Brought to you by Drumstick, the #1 ice cream of choice for all professional sliders, including Natalie, as you can hear here.
Hello.
Is that Nat?
Yep.
It's Andy from the Hamish Andy Show. Just wanted to see if you could do me a favour. We've just got a sponsor for the sliding championships. It's Drumstick Ice Creams.
Okay.
And look, obviously, because it's a new competition, there's not many professional sliders around. You're the only one I really know of. So I just wondered whether you could go, hi, I'm Nat, and as one of Australia's professional sliders, I only eat Drumstick ice creams.
Yep.
Go for it.
Like now?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nat. As one of Australia's professional sliders, I only eat Drumstick ice cream.
Gee, that's good. Yeah, that'll make them happy. Thanks, mate.
Is that enough? Yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
The attachment of a heavyweight sponsor like Drumstick has turned the championship on its head. We can afford to buy the exclusive rights to this song by the Goo Goo Dolls. We are now also able to afford major prizes, which will be announced in a moment by Hamish and Andy. Drumstick, milk bar flavours that'll take you back.
And we get to meet the Goo Goo Dolls now.
Yeah, well, you won't hear that song on any other station now. We've got it exclusively.
We may as well say we do. No, look,
prize.
open invitation to any of the GG dolls
to come to it on Thursday night when we put together this competition.
Can we say the prize because this is so exciting?
Yes.
To celebrate the nostalgic feel of the milk bar flavours of Drumstick, we thought everyone's got a favourite milk bar / dairy, depending where in the country you are. What if instead of winning cash, you won thousands of dollars to spend at your local milk bar? We'll make a voucher. We'll get in touch with your local milk bar.
First prize will be
$3,000.
Imagine
a
going
milk bar voucher for $3,000 just for your local milk bar / dairy.
Or deli, I think they're called
deli, wherever you are.
Now, I just love the idea that someone's going $3,000
$3,000 a lot.
$3,000 worth of mixed lollies is the first thing that comes to mind.
Or like 10 rolls of toilet paper, because toilet paper is always so expensive at the milk bar because they know you're desperate.
Anyway, the first prize will be a $3,000 voucher at your local milk bar.
Second,
1,000.
Third,
500. Go to hamishandy.com.
500 is still a lot.
You can register now. We will get our first contestants tomorrow.
500, I reckon, a $500 milk bar voucher. Now we're talking, because 3,000, you'll have that for like a year.
Yeah.
You'll go, honey, from now on, let's just get milk, bread, eggs, soft drink. That's just, we go to the milk bar and we get that. And then we go to the supermarket for other stuff. The $500 voucher, though, it's tempting to blow it all at once. It's right in that zone where you go, why don't I just get ice creams for everybody at a sporting event or something?
If you are registering, keep in mind the milk bar, because I'd like to know what kind of mum and pop operation is getting run.
You've got to register with your milk bar.
Yeah.
We'll need to square it off with them if they're cool with having a voucher. I think they will be. We move on. We play on because the National Sliding Championships and the event we've created, the championships we've created, to recognise a sport that people have trained for their whole lives and never get to use professionally. That is running along on the carpet in your house, then hitting the parquetry, the cork tile, the lino, whatever the shining surface is in your house with socks on and sliding as far as it can. It's a skill we all have.
Yes.
We all were led to believe, I certainly was, that when you you grew up, there would be professional avenues, and there wasn't.
There wasn't.
And suddenly decades were wasted of childhood when I could have been trained to be a gymnast.
We are going to try and get someone from every state, of course, to participate and compete in the championships on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Haim, let's
And
lock down.
we're going to make it a public event.
We should.
I think we'll get a crowd down. I think people want to see the best sliders in the world at work.
You'll put the details up the website if you're interested in coming along. But
we should also mention too we're about to give away our first position, our first state position. The person that wins the sliding championship on Thursday night. The prize was announced yesterday on the show because this whole thing is thanks to Drumstick.
Yes,
and
milk bar flavours.
Got their milk bar flavours. We thought
I'll take you back.
Let's organise for whatever your local milk bar or deli or dairy is.
Yep.
A $3,000 gift voucher just for that milk bar,
which I'm not sure is annoying.
The milk bar owners will be wrapped.
The milk bar owners
that's $3,000 on your bottom line.
Yes.
Like in credit.
Yeah.
But do you want that much bread and margarine and milk and eggs? It could be a massive advantage. It could be a huge nuisance. Either way, it's amazing to have at a milk bar.
Haim, we're starting with Queensland, and let's go to Queenslanders now. Many people have been waiting in Queensland and are sitting on the line. Thank you for everyone who registered. The person who stood out to us as potentially the best.
I can say it wasn't James.
No.
Hang up now, James, if you're listening. David, it's not you.
No, let's not do this to them. Bridget, it's you.
Bridget, you got it.
Bridget, congratulations. You are the representative of Queensland.
Oh my goodness! Hi.
Yes,
Bridge. Have you been training for this event your whole life?
Been a bit slack the last few years, but
Sure.
Yes.
Now, look, did you slide a lot as a kid in your house?
A lot, yes.
Yeah, okay.
What was your best slide? Where was the arena?
Oh, straight down the hallway.
Do you have special socks, stockings, slippers that you slide in?
Yeah, Grandma's always knitted the socks, so I reckon we'll have to go with them.
The best. Yes. We're finding out that the best players do have home knitted socks. I'm not taking anything away from the cotton or synthetic players, but a lot of people do like to slide in wool socks.
Bridget, what is the milk bar of choice for you?
There's one around the corner from me on Gwaine Road.
Gwaine Road,
Okay.
yes. The producers here have got the details of that. Shall we give Joanne? Apparently, is the person.
We've made everyone when they register at Hamish
Andy.
Andy.
Now. Just to tell them, to see if they do $3,000 vouchers.
Okay.
I mean, Bridge, would a $3,000 milk bar voucher change your life?
Oh, 100%.
Surely it would.
Make it more inconvenient than regular shopping.
There's one way to make a convenience store inconvenient. It's have a giant tab there, so you have to drive across town to go to your local milk bar.
Put the number in, Jack.
Remember, I think this is almost as big a prize for Joanne, the owner of the milk bar.
Hello, Brackenridge Food Store. Can I help you?
Hello, is that Joanne?
Yes.
Joanne, it's Hamish and Andy here from the radio.
Oh, hi. Hello. How are you?
Very good. Now,
we understand you have a milk bar in Gwaine Road.
That's right.
Now, Joanne, do you know Bridget? Is she a regular customer?
Who?
Okay. But,
that's okay, Joanne.
I mean, you serve a lot of people. You do a great job.
You're there in Brackenridge. That's the suburb. You serve a lot of people. We wondered, though, does your milk bar offer vouchers or gift cards?
Not really.
No. But if we came to you with $3,000, I mean, it's not our money. Yeah, there we go. Now get your attention. It's Drumsticks money. Could we buy a $3,000 store credit for our friend Bridget?
Okay.
Yeah. If Joanne, if she wins the National Sliding Championships in Melbourne on Thursday night.
Okay.
Joanne, could you spend $3,000 in a month in your store, do you think?
If they buy cigarettes, certainly.
Cigarettes?
Oh, Andy's eyes lit up. No, Ando, you're doing so well.
Okay, Joanne, I walked into that. Thank you very much. We'll let you go. Bridget, there you go. Everything's in line. We'll see you Thursday at the arena, and good luck practicing in the meantime.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bridget.
Great work,
Bye.
mate.
The Hamish and Andy National Sliding Championship for Drumstick's new Aussie milk bar flavours that will take you back.
Hey, it's not often that you have a situation where you're down to commentate.
Yeah.
And obviously we've participated in the sport.
Yeah.
You're the owner of the franchise. but you actually like to be sliding. I'm getting a bit jealous now of these people we're selecting because
What we're doing, Ando, is taking a skill that everyone grew up doing.
Yep.
Down your hallway, across the kitchen, maybe at school. If you had lino in your classroom.
Yep. They just buffed the basketball courts.
Huge fun.
Yep.
Sliding in your socks across a slippery surface is a skill we all learnt. We put a lot of hours into mastering. Then we hit adulthood. No professional avenues. Tragedy.
Exactly. And they don't tell enough young sliders that there's not going to be a future for you.
Why didn't our parents step in and say no? Yeah. Focus a bit more on hand-eye coordination. Sliding will get you nowhere.
Have these darts.
Yeah.
Because
here's a bow and arrow. This is an Olympic sport.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a pint of beer and some darts.
I'm glad.
You'll make more money out of that.
I'm glad kids did slide.
Yep.
And we've got skilled sliders in the country because on Thursday night, we're holding the National Sliding Championships.
Yes.
We're having a contestant representative from every state on the line because Drumstick have got behind this as the major sponsor, the naming sponsor. And as part of their Milk Bar Flavours edition of their new ice creams, on the line is a $3,000 Milk Bar voucher.
Yep.
And that is a huge... So you name your local Milk Bar and you'll get $3,000 in credit at your local Milk Bar.
Found out earlier in the show that Bridget is going to be representing Queensland. It's now time to find our New South Welsh man or woman, the person to represent the Blues, the light blues.
There we go. Who will it be, Ando?
There were so many people that come in. Thank you again at HamishAndy.com. But representing New South Wales, it's Cleve. Are you there, Cleve?
Ahoy, boys.
Cleve,
Hey, mate,
well done. You've done it, Cleve.
Hey,
Oh, sliding into the New South Wales spot, just as easy as you like.
I'm actually at Woolworths now, and I'm sliding through the aisles with taking my shoes off.
Putting in the hard training yards.
And you'll be forcibly removed soon by security.
So are you going to buy something? You've been here for 9 hours.
Actually, I was thinking of getting some Nicorette patches for Andy's birthday.
Okay.
Cleve, welcome.
Seems to be the theme today.
Welcome.
I'm just getting absolutely stung. Mate, Mum, if you're listening, have not smoked, never have, never will.
Yeah, I certainly haven't seen you have one this month, which I think is a huge effort as we need you for the bagpipes.
Cleve, putting my non-smoking aside, have you thought about it much? Have you got a nickname? Obviously, Conor McGregor just won the UFC recently. He's known as the Notorious. For you and now a professional slider, are you
what's your stage name?
It's actually a little bit down that Irish path myself. It's Slidey McSlidefeet.
Slidey McSlidefeet, was it?
Yeah, Slidey McSlidefeet.
Is this self-appointed, this nickname?
I'm going to say it was a few friends gave it to me, but that could be a lie.
It sounds like a lie. No.
It'd be miraculous to have found a guy that has a nickname, Slidey McSlidefeet, before this event came along. I mean, you would be the perfect contestant.
Not quite as menacing as the Notorious, but still exciting.
Certainly yours is a terrible name for a UFC fighter. Certainly, if you're someone that does like to grapple or ground and pound, you'd be the perfect guy to go against. This guy's got slide feet.
Clive, where did you grow up practicing? What kind of surface?
We had, I think they were lino tiles at home, but like you guys, the carpet run in.
Yeah, great.
And sliding across the kitchen.
Yep. Well, that is the track you'll face on Thursday night. We've recreated a lounge room setting, so it's a carpet run up.
Yep.
I suppose that's the hallway at home, and then you go on to the lacquered floor and the high varnish floor. We're going to have it on a basketball court.
Good luck, Cleve. You've got, obviously, a $3,000 Milk Bar voucher up for grabs. You've got a local Milk Bar?
Yeah, I sure do, down near the beach.
Great. Well, you might be shouting icy bowls all summer.
You will be the king of the beach. What beach are we talking, Cleve?
Maroubra Beach, so I might be forced into a few down there with the locals.
Absolutely.
You'll be a champion. You'll be an absolute hero.
Cleve, good luck, mate. We look forward to seeing you Thursday.
Thank you, boys.
Cheers,
Cheers,
on you,
buddy.
mate. On your slide feet.
The Hamish and Andy National Sliding Championship for Drumstick's new Aussie Milk Bar flavours that will take you back.
We will be flying people, Ando, to
I'm beginning
Melbourne.
to think there was a waste of money buying that song exclusively from the Goo Goo Dolls.
No way, man.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you want to chat at the end of the major bit of that intro, and then it goes into the Goo Goo Dolls. So it feels a little bit tacked on.
It's like they wrote it for this. Like, what else could they have been writing it about?
It's true.
Like doing a power slide on a motorbike? Well, actually, possibly. We'll be flying people to Melbourne, to the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre, msac, where not only home of some of the biggest NBL games you'll ever see, but Commonwealth Games, Ando. And now the National Sliding Championships.
Yes.
will be there on the basketball court, a recreated
Free event. If you want to come down Thursday
people can
night,
come.
if you want to come down Thursday night to msac, if you're in the area, you'll see professional sliders at their best.
Yeah, 6:30.
6:30 it starts.
Yep.
Get a bus from Perth. You'd want to get it
Soon.
pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Yep.
We are trying to recreate kind of a living room scenario because we realise what we're testing here is the sliding you do as a kid growing up if you've got slippery floors in your house.
Yep.
We're going to have a carpeted runway.
Yep.
You'll then have the varnished sliding wood arena.
We'll set up a couch and a telly maybe or something next to it so it feels like you're going through a lounge room.
We want people to just be calm and feel like they're sliding on their home ground.
Yes. Haim, we've got to introduce, obviously we're getting people representatives from every state. Today we're concentrating on Victoria and Western Australia. Let's kick it off with Western Australia because, look, it's come together very quickly.
Yep.
Not normally do you invent a brand new championship and hold it
You're right.
4 days later.
You're right. From invention to execution of world champs was 4 days.
So normally you'd get big players and get them to voice their own profiles,
Yeah.
you know, those special little packages when you're introducing the new players.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get a hold and we're a bit rushed today, so we've just done them for them.
Yep.
Alana is going to be a representative from Western Australia. Alana, if you're there, I had to voice you. I did my best impression of you, having never met you. So, Alana, if you just want to have a listen to this and you can correct anything at the other end, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Go for it.
Introducing the professional slider from Western Australia.
Hi, I'm Alana. I'm 21 years old and I'm perfect to be representing Western Australia because I have tap danced my whole life, so I'm really used to being on polished wooden floorboards. My favourite band is Cool Boys and the Frontman, and my favourite person in that band would be the bagpipes player. He's a dreamboat. Definitely replace the drummer.
She can never remember his name. Because he's a pretty unremarkable guy in the band. Alana.
So that's pretty much accurate, Alana?
Oh, that's spot on.
There you go,
Yeah.
Hen.
I wouldn't have thought that the novelty instrument would be your favourite instrument.
She's actually called for a replacement of you.
But that's okay, Alana. Sometimes people buy those funny, silly dogs, like as a joke.
Alana,
it
It's going to be a bit different.
That's it. Doesn't mean they're the best
We
dogs.
look forward to seeing you sliding. Alana, was there a lot of sliding growing up tap dancing? Because that is true, that part. Was there a lot of sliding before, the teacher came in?
Oh, yes, definitely, for sure. Brooke, my dance teacher, would call us in a little bit late, so we'd always run into the studio and slide across and really annoy her. So.
And now,
Yeah.
on tomorrow night, your talent will be put to use and you could win a $3,000 milk bar voucher.
I know.
Which is just a dream come true. We've got to meet our Victorian contestant.
We
Good
look
luck,
forward to
Alana.
seeing you,
We'll see
Alana,
you on the
tomorrow night.
floorboards tomorrow night. Sam from Victoria, how are you, Sam? Ahoy.
Doing fantastic, boys. Ahoy.
Good
Sam,
to hear.
I voiced your player profile. Have a listen to this. Tell me if I got close.
Introducing the professional slider from Victoria.
G'day, slippers and sliders. Sammy Wakelam here. 18 years younger, coming out of Victoria. Just finished year 11. Looking forward to sliding into my final year of high school next year. Why am I the greatest slider for the championships? A lot of reasons. I'll tell you this, when I was in year 9, I actually did a project on one of the best socks to slide in. So I've got science on my slide, on my side. Now, I can't wait to slide. Good on you guys. Thanks for all the support.
Sam, is that accurate?
Spot on.
Yeah. yeah.
Thought I know. I really got into character too, Sam.
Sammy,
I mean, I could go to your family Christmas.
what was your training regime leading up? Have you been doing anything?
Oh, training and research in equal parts, boys. The clipboard's been out. The calculator's been out. Me and the team are pretty confident.
Calculator's been out. I've just done another slide. How many is that today? +1? 9. Good. Glad we got the calculator. Hey, Sam. So have you been training?
Oh, hard. Yes, super hard. I've got to give a shout out to my home dojo, Burundara Sports Complex, for letting us use the basketball courts there.
Good man.
So,
Take it seriously.
Sammy, have you been to the basketball courts recently and not played basketball and just slid?
Yes, we did that this morning.
Like it said, you've got to be one of the favourites heading into tomorrow night.
Fantastic, mate. We'll see you there tomorrow. Obviously, you being Victorian, we are heading to Melbourne. Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre is what's housing, being the home of professional sliding. People can
Will there
go.
be a welcoming ceremony? Because we've got people flying in from every state.
We should get national anthems of each state.
Representing the flora and fauna.
Eskimo Joe from Perth. I don't know any other bands. Guy Sebastian, perhaps, from South Australia. But anyway, home crowd advantage for Sam. Get your friends down. It's a public event, everybody. msac 6:30 tomorrow night.
Going to be huge.
the Hamish and Andy National Sliding Championship for Drumsticks' new Aussie milk bar flavours that will take you back.
Let me chuck a couple of names at you, Andy. A couple of big names in sliding. You tell me if they'll be there tonight.
Yeah.
Cleve Devine.
Yep, he's there.
Paul Ricotta.
No, couldn't make it.
Sam Wakelam.
Yes, he's qualified.
He's the Victorian representative.
Yep.
Juice. No knees.
No, Juice. He was quite bad at sliding due to the lack of taps at the front of his legs.
Too straight-legged.
Yeah.
Bridget Kempen.
Yep, she'll represent Queensland tonight.
Yep. Pounce.
Wagons?
Winskins.
Sorry, yes, different guy. No, Pounce, both Pounces. Neither of them have made it, but the South Australian representative will make it him. Yeah.
Jack Jerkic.
Jerkic or Yerrick, maybe, I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll ask him.
Yerrick. We don't know.
Jack is going to represent South Australia. Who's the last piece of this puzzle? Alana.
Sorry, we've got Alana from WA too.
Representing a Western Australia. Got an email from a Cheryl Yerrick.
Yep.
Or Jerrick. Or Jejic.
Well, your first two were exactly the same. You said Jerrick or Jerry.
It could actually be Croatia or something and be
we don't know. We don't know.
Anyway,
but we will tonight.
My boy is participating in the sliding championships this afternoon.
Was this a mum entry?
This is a mum. No, this is my mum saying my boy is participating in the sliding championships this afternoon. And as he is a modest young man, he won't tell you a couple of things. Firstly, he's an expert at sliding. Well, we knew that.
Well, luckily it's not handicapped.
Yep.
It's not off a staggered start because you'd be like, hey, mum, cool it. Tell him I'm an underdog.
He's been sliding on floors and down banisters, which is another form of
good
sliding.
bum slide.
Pretty much his whole life. He also mightn't tell you that he shaved his legs for the competition. And your mum.
Well done, Jack.
So that's how seriously Jack's taking it. Good on you, Jack. We will see you. She also writes that Jack has recently won a sexy legs competition at the end of year lacrosse show, which doesn't make much sense to me why they would have that show or that competition at the end of the show. But we can ask him tonight.
It's exciting. And it shows what he's willing to sacrifice, though, because you assume he had hairy legs when he won the Sexy Leg Award, so you wouldn't touch him.
Yes,
but he has. Yeah. He's altered his sexy legs for more speed.
This is there's a lot of other emails coming in about sliding injuries, and that's what we want to concentrate on. In fact, if you've had one, because our contestants from all around Australia are at the moment prepping themselves, they will be arriving at msac. We're going to get ourselves there soon. It's the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre. If you want to come down and watch free event 6:30 tonight, you'll see the slide off.
You will see some incredible sliding tonight, Ando. And I know people might say this is irresponsible to talk about what could go wrong on the day of the World Championships, but wouldn't it be more irresponsible for us just to portray sliding as some sort of harm-free sport that you could never get injured by?
This one came in from Nick. Ahoy, gentlemen. I heard your segment on the show about sliding. Can I share this glorious, this is a picture of him, glorious mid 6 metre power slide at his best mate's wedding. He went for a knee slide.
Yep.
We're encouraging everyone to use their feet tonight. He goes, burnt the knees out of my pants and melted the rubber tips on my Dunlops, and it hurt.
He's wearing Dunlops at a wedding.
As you can see him there during the power slide.
What are we talking about? Okay, that's wood. It looks like it's, to the naked eye, it looks like a smooth wood floor.
Yeah.
But you look at it a bit more and you go, no, that looks like that dark wood that is slightly rippled.
Yes.
Now, for walking, you'll never notice the ripple. If you're sliding across on your knees, suddenly that ripple at speed creates a friction that will burn the knees out of your pants.
We heard of a dad yesterday who went for a slide through his lounge room, got way too much momentum after seeing the kids do it. He was a heavier fellow, went into the lounge, took his toenails off.
And didn't he have an upholstery staple in his foot for like 20 years after that?
Yes.
Cautionary tale.
13-10-60.
Slides gone wrong?
Yep. Home sliding incidents.
Work sliding. A lot of people slide at work.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, good point.
A lot of people slide at work. We had a lot of people tell us that they work, particularly like in restaurants and kitchens.
Yep.
And they slide around like absolute maniacs in there.
Slide injuries, everybody. 13-10-60.
I think you'd slide in an operating theatre too for a bit of fun.
No, you wouldn't.
Christian, ahoy. You've
ahoy, boys.
Ahoy, mate.
You had a sliding mishap?
Yeah, I actually did. It was 2 weeks ago. My best mate got freshly polished floorboards in his kitchen, and
awesome.
He has an old oven, and it doesn't like to stay closed, and the hinges are fairly loose. And it sits about chest height, and, we'd had a couple of drinks. I got a bit excited, and, we went back to when we were kids. I got about a 6-metre run-up, and mid-slide, the oven door fell down, caught me in the chest, landed straight on my back.
Clotheslined you.
Went to the doctor the next day and actually found out I had a fractured rib, so not too impressed.
Yep,
unbelievable.
And that's why we don't have any. Well, we've removed them. We had them this morning.
Oven-free.
But we had a lot of ovens alongside our track for tonight.
And we thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And Andy, you and I were walking the track last night, and we said, is 20 ovens too much? We went, look, it feels right, but this morning we had a change of heart. We went and took them all out.
Yeah, that's great news that we've done that.
Yeah.
Steph, you've hurt yourself. How old were you?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy. How are you, Steph?
It's good. I was about 8 years old and I was sliding through the house and I was still stupidly sliding on a book.
Yep.
And I actually slipped over and broke my arm.
Right. So did you lay the book down and then used it as what? Like, was it on carpet? And I used to do that as well, on carpet.
Yeah.
A nice big paperback, use it as a surfboard.
Yeah.
Right. And broke your arm?
Yes, and then because it was weak, I went on to break it 5 more times after that.
Oh, that's it. You break it once and it just thinks it can break any time it wants. That's why you've just got to be stern with your arms and not break them.
Another cautionary tale, and that's why we've gone for a wooden floorboard, not a carpet with a book.
Yeah, it's just a whole other sport. Anthony, ahoy. How, Anthony?
Ahoy, boys. How are you?
Yeah,
very good, Ant. Have you had a sliding mishap when you were younger or maybe as an adult?
No, I was actually 15. I was still with my parents, and I went sliding down their hallway and got into the bedroom, tripped over, and they replaced the carpet there. And I managed to rip my knee open on all the carpeting nails on the edges there.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Real rip? Like, did you have to chase your kneecap around the room? Or just...
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we had to put it back in, go to the hospital, and
put it back in. Right, you've taken the cap off.
Cracked it half.
Great. And unfortunately, it's not a screw top, those ones.
And again,
it's similar to a beer. If you pop it off,
that's done.
It's done.
You have to take it to the shed and get a hammer, put it back on. Anthony, again tonight, no nails on the track. We went down when I walked through this morning. We got rid of all the nails, and we just 100% went. We can't have nails here.
Be listening tomorrow, everybody. We'll have the results from the slide. The way it will work, for people who don't know, we have 2 slides per competitor.
Yep.
They'll get their run up on the carpet. They must remain on their feet. If they shuffle forward, it's going to be one fluid moment.
Yep.
You shuffle, it's a no
it's slide. A no slide.
Fall over, no slide.
And you don't get another one. So we might have someone tonight who does 2 no slides.
Yep.
And that would be heartbreaking. Have we got time to quickly take Daniel?
Oh, Daniel, you used to work at Hungry Jats, mate.
Yeah, I was just busy. I was running around the kitchen. I was like, no, it's sliding quicker, and I slipped and stuck my hand in the fry.
Oh, fried hand.
Fried hand.
Oh,
fried hand.
Who ordered these 5 long nuggets?
Oh, gosh. How long does that keep you out of the game for, Daniel, a deep fried hand?
Well, he wasn't really. It was sort of, we just... They were cooling down. One of them, I was lucky to hit the one that was cooling down, so it didn't really burn that much, actually.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Sorry.
So after the shock wore off, you went, hey, if it's all right, guys, I'm going to keep the hand in here.
It's actually quite soothing.
This is lovely.
Thanks, Dan.
The Hamish and Andy National Sliding Championship for Drumsticks' new Aussie milk bar flavours that will take you back.
It was incredible, Ando.
Cleve from New South Wales, Sam from Victoria, Bridget from Queensland, Jack from South Australia, and Alana from Western Australia.
Pauline from Tasmania, unfortunately a medical withdrawal, but still we said we will push forth with 5 of the states represented.
And doping issues in the territory, which ruled them out.
Unfortunate there.
That is the Northern Territory, Australian Capital Territory.
And returned a clean drug test. Good on you.
But didn't qualify.
But was unable to qualify. So there we go. 5 contestants and a very fair selection process run by us.
We got to the Sports Centre, which was Sports Aquatic Centre, the same place they had the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
There was tiered seating. Yeah. There was a crowd of around about, 150, 200?
Yeah. I don't reckon that the seats had been used, that much stadium seating had been used since the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
It was when we got there, we caught them packing it up, going, well, this is crazy. They were like, we've had this for years. Let's get rid of it. Wait. we've got an event.
We had a great polished bit of floorboard, Sam. We had a couch sitting by and a TV, so it looked like a lounge room. And we caught up with the competitors just before they were going out.
Player profile, Sam, representing Victoria.
You seem to be a man that thinks a lot about aerodynamics.
Well,
talk us through what you got.
I've got the Glad wrap on the calves, boys, but that's
what's that for?
It's you get all the aerodynamic of a leg shave, but with the
still
compression.
Socially acceptable.
With the compression.
What's the choice of sock you've gone? I've noticed there's bicycles on it.
Oh yeah, look, boys, I don't want to give too much away. We've done a lot of research, and we think we've come up with a strategy that'll bring us to victory.
So would you say it's a slightly unorthodox slide?
I would say it's slightly unorthodox.
Player profile, Alana, representing Western Australia.
I have stolen my mother's curtains.
Yep.
Don't tell Mum. And
hang on, so you're going to slide with them on?
Yes.
Sorry, I thought
we thought they were protectors.
No. These are I'm sliding in my mother's curtains. They're extra slippery.
Fantastic idea.
My boss decided to buy me some Fabulon to spray on my socks, but then I told him it's not allowed. So
a doping scandal.
Yes.
Player profile, Cleve, representing New South Wales.
What's your strategy, Cleve, going into this? Because we've heard from different people have got different strategies. Are you a standard man?
I'm going by fate. So,
how does that work?
You're a man of our hearts, Hamish. And I always go into things with just pure hope.
This should work.
Any other advice from friends or at all heading into the event, Cleve?
They actually want me to lose.
Why?
I've been going on about being state champ for a few days now, and they said it'll kill me if I'm national champ.
Okay, fair enough.
Player profile, Bridget, representing Queensland.
You've got what are these little booties called again?
The grandma's knitted socks.
Yeah, you've got grandma's knitted socks. So they're a beautiful, pure, soft, full woolen knit.
Yep.
They are half sock, half shoe. They're that thick, and they even have fake laces stitched under the front. So you really don't know if they're a sock or a shoe, do you?
Yeah, I've worn them to the shops before. They can be cladded as a shoe.
Okay, mate, well, good luck.
Player profile, Jack, representing South Australia.
Jack, I'm not sure if you heard the show today, but we got an email from your mum.
I got a couple of texts about it. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. She was telling us a few things, but namely that you shaved your legs for the event.
I did.
Awesome.
Especially aerodynamics, very important.
Gosh,
sure.
I got to admire the tenacity and the levels he's gone to.
You would have seen the Victorian entrant. He's in a lab coat. He's got a shower cap on.
Look, it's a bit over the top, but I think I can see through it. I think right underneath, he's just a man like all the rest of us, and he's just going to fall on his ass.
Amazing stuff. This is moments before they were going to slide in front of a few hundred people.
My only regret there, Ando, wasn't until we got to the end of the contestants there and we're talking to Jack, getting his thoughts on the others, that we started getting them niggling each other.
Yeah.
And my only regret was we didn't make them do that a bit earlier.
You can head to hamishandy.com. A gallery will be up there very shortly to give you an idea of the scope of the arena, of the pressure under these performers. But straight after this...
the track was 10 metres long. The sliding track was 10 metres long. We had the carpeted run up for about, I'll say, 4 or 5 metres, then a 10-metre sliding track.
I didn't think anyone would get close.
I thought we've just blown too much cash here. That's overkill. We were very close to proven wrong.
There are results, everybody on the other side.
I was trying to say that in a way that doesn't give it away, but I kind of have implied.
There's some long slides.
There's some long slides. We got up near 10 metres. How about that?
From school gyms to scout halls to the front hallway at home, people have been sliding since the dawn of time. Now, we'll finally decide once and for all which state slides the best. The competition floor has been polished, and the trackies and socks are on. Welcome to the Hamish and Andy National Sliding Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Sliding Championships.
What a polite crowd. I expected... well, we didn't know what to expect, to be honest. It's the first ever Sliding Championships.
I look out in the crowd and what I see is sports fans. And that's what today's about. Of course, thanks to Drumstick, the second of which I'm about to hoe into now, who has made the grand prize of the $3,000 milk bar voucher possible.
Yes, Ham. Conditions are perfect here. Player comfort levels are great. Temperature's perfect. Not an ounce of wind.
Or an inch of rain.
Or an inch of rain as we are inside. Time for Bridget. Would you please make her welcome, everybody, representing Queensland.
Queensland. She is wearing her grandma's knitted half shoes, half socks.
Here we go. Bridget for her first attempt. She's got grandma's socks on.
Very, very fast pace. She's held it.
Oh, that's a very impressive start.
That's green.
Bridge, how'd you feel you went?
Possibly just tore my inner thigh, but that's okay. That's all right.
You got a second wind halfway down. Did you feel that?
Yeah. Yes, I thought I was going to stack it, just like in practice, but I made it.
Well done.
In general, you're pretty happy?
Yeah, I'm happy with that as a first slide.
Special comments from Jack Post, everybody.
Great work, Jack,
thank
on
you
the
very much.
pool deck.
Cackling Jack on the pool deck.
Back up here in the main
What is the
box.
official? It looks around about
7.3.
7.3.
I'm just
7.3 metres.
Looking up to our left here on our plasma, which we spent a huge amount of money on to make it look like a whiteboard.
Yes.
7.3 metres.
Yes.
Guys, Sam from Victoria.
Yeah.
He knows this climate. He's got a lot of his mates in the crowd tonight.
Yep. A man that is as white as Hamish.
What are you talking about? I'm lusciously tanned. As I'm the colour of a bloody drumstick.
As lanky as Jack. Take it away, Sam, in your own time. Here you go, everyone. And he slides. It's a good slide. Oh, gosh. The crowd has got high.
Sam, you have to be happy with that. You almost got to the end of the markers. It's a good 9.5 metres plus.
I'm pretty happy with that first result. See if we can hold that.
Hey, Jack, if you can hear us down there, can you ask whether Sam was giving it his all as we were trying to get a slide out of the way?
Sam, Andy's saying, is that everything you got, or do you have more in the tank?
You know, we wanted a good, stable slide to start off with, but it was pretty hard not to go all out there. So let's see if we can top that second go.
Oh, yeah, well done. Well done.
Well done.
A round of applause for our Victorian competitor, everybody.
Great work, Sam.
Yes, Sam.
He did talk about having a special tactic. He wasn't going to tell us what it was pre-race. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it was him getting low.
Yes.
But we might see him go even lower on the second slide.
So Sam from Victoria sets the benchmark at over 9 metres. Alana from Western Australia couldn't match it, sliding into second place.
What can you change about your next slide?
Well, I think a little bit more speed and a little bit more balance.
Good luck.
And Cleve from New South Wales slid into third place.
Cleve, Sam's the man to beat. How do you think you can improve your next slide to get him?
Grow taller.
Oh, you think it's a height thing?
Good luck growing taller by the time you get round to your very next slide.
You've got at least 4 to 5 minutes.
In comes Jack, everybody. The South Australian.
He wants more energy. He's got more energy.
Yes, Jack.
Go, Jack.
Jack on the slide.
Great
Jack on the
speed.
Slide. Oh, it's good.
Oh, he split his legs. He split his legs.
Oh, it's good.
It's very good.
It's his back foot, though. What are we calling?
Distance.
And now it's got him to second place, I would say. His front foot was planted, his back foot was just toes only, Ham. And I wondered whether that was adding a bit of resistance or was it adding slide?
Yeah, look, the nautical folk among us might know that as a bit of a rudder.
A rudder?
Keep you going straight, keep you going, nice and true.
So you talk to the other Jack to pretend that we can't hear you up here in the commentary box, just to make it sound bigger.
So you want me to ask a question?
Yeah, if you can. Yeah, exactly. It certainly would give the vibe that this is a much bigger event.
Because I know you can hear us, but let's pretend we're in a commentary box too far
Jack,
away.
Jack, are you down there?
Cackling Jack,
Yes,
what do you got?
I'm down here with Jack.
Great.
How did you feel that slide went?
Yeah, look, Jack, I think it went really well. Second place is pretty solid. I think next one we're just going to throw it up in the air and see how we go.
Thanks, mate. I'll let Hamish and Andy know.
We've got to go to commercial break, everybody, but we'll be back with the second slides after these messages.
Drumstick, drumstick, have a lick of drumstick.
Welcome to the Hamish and Andy National Sliding Championship.
Welcome back, everybody, from those brief messages as we return to the second slides at the National Sliding Championships. Joining us back here is Alana. She is currently in third place. Alana, good luck from Western Australia.
Let's see if she can move up in the placings.
Good luck. Curtains on her feet. Here she goes. Good pace.
It's
a very good slide.
She's done it. She's up into second.
She's up in the second. I reckon she's over 9 metres,
Yeah,
and she would be getting Sam a little worried now because we have seen people put down conservative slides, and now they're going a bit after it. We're waiting for the clock.
She's improved a metre and a half.
9.15, an amazing slide that puts her into second place, a $1,000 Milk Bar voucher. Jack, are you with Alana now?
Alana, you're only the second person to get into that 9 metre zone. What did you do differently on that slide?
Oh, like I said before, more speed, more balance.
Yeah, like she said before.
Yeah, it worked. It really worked. That's what I was going to say.
Well, stop pretending like someone's putting you questions on a teleprompter, Jack. Thank you, Alana. Great work.
Great work.
Round of applause for Alana.
Round of applause for Alana.
Brings us to Sam, current leader. He's almost 2 metres ahead at the moment.
Yeah,
he wants the 10.
He wants the 10.
Currently a high school student, but you know if he takes home this $3,000 voucher, he will quit school. This will set him up for life.
Yes, exactly.
He will not need anything else once he's set at that milk bar.
Yeah. Sam, in your own time.
Adjusting his equipment.
Just here he goes. It's a walking step, and then it's a jump.
Oh! It's a no slide.
It's a no slide.
He knows what he did.
There is a red flag, and he knows it.
He
took
went
a step.
Went a little far.
And
his first slide is going to be his only one.
Is he going to ignore the waiting media, or no? He's been good enough to stick around and chat to Captain Jack. Jack, you down there?
Your first slide was really good. It's still the leader. That one is a no slide. Was that tactical?
It was nerves got the better of me.
Yeah.
It was just a bit of a trying to put a bit too much power into the run up.
Yep.
Lost me the slide, but
it's all about rhythm.
Hopefully it can hold.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Sam. I mean, he'd be disappointed, but this is the cutthroat sport, isn't it? You only get 2 attempts. It's time for Cleve to have a go at his second attempt. Mouthguard going in, everybody. Like jumping Judge Arena or long jumpers, he's getting everyone to clap. He's running now.
Great pace on the carpet.
He's sliding. It's into... Is it enough to get him a podium finish?
He's right round that thick kind of high sevens mark. He's in third.
Third place, we're calling it. 8.03, yes.
Unbelievable.
Full credit to the boys.
So checking the leaderboard, Sam from Victoria still leads with his 9.79 metre first slide. Alana from WA is second, and Cleve from New South Wales slides into third. Bridget from Queensland was up next, but couldn't improve her position.
What would you like to say to your fans back in Queensland?
Oh, look, thanks work for letting me have the day off. It's a good start, especially since we're trying to open some new stores at the moment, so sorry about that. My bad. Thanks for just watching, listening.
Well done, Bridget. Big round of applause for Bridget, everybody.
Jack from South Australia rounded out our competitors, and despite a good slide, could only knock off Cleve to take third overall.
You got your hero, South Australia. That's it. Third place, that's pretty good. Good enough for us.
You got your hero.
You got your hero.
You ordered one. I gave you one. What more do you want, South Australia? Now you've done everyone proud.
Cackling Jack down here at the pool deck. I'm with Sam, the winner of the sliding competition, with a 9 metre something great slide. Yeah. What would you like to say to everyone?
I'd just like to thank my coach, Lachlan Peel, for helping me with the calculator and the clipboard to help me come up with the strategy of the socks over the shoes, because I got to put my success down to that, and that's all you, man.
So there were socks over his shoes?
Hang on a second. Did he have socks over his shoes?
Yeah, that was my strat. I had the socks over the shoes. More surface area.
We just learned about this. What a bombshell.
Well, I mean,
what a bombshell.
Just checking it's
legal.
It's
legal. It is legal.
Is it legal?
Yeah, it's absolutely legal.
All right, congratulations.
I did check
legal.
the rules.
Well done.
Yeah. Jeez.
Because I was going to say, this would be a real world first if you just admitted to cheating on the podium. But it is legal.
Sam, if you're going to come back and try and defend this title next year, you've given away your secret.
Well, you're going to turn up with 2 boogie balls on your feet.
But congratulations, my friend.
Just huge. But the records will not stop tumbling. Stick around. Can I do a third drumstick? I think I can.
What an event, Ham. Thank you to all the competitors. Thank you for everyone coming down, actually. It was a stellar crowd. Some pics are up at hamishandy.com, and we'll get our social pipes up there, the winning slide.
We'll pipe out the winning slide in slow-mo. Take you about a day to watch it, because, geez, it was a long slide.